Okay, Psalms chapter 68, verse 19. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. Selah. And I just want to start off by saying, Kol Halo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekha HaKodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to the Akim and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf. It's coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this is something that I pray for daily, few times a day, that the Lord will continue to load us with his benefits daily, and, being thankful for it, because, them benefits, man, goes into a lot. The Lord is doing a lot of stuff in the backdrop that we don't know about, Let me see what this Psalms, the precept, Psalms 32:7 is a precept in here. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. Selah. Those are benefits right there. That's a benefit to be, the Lord is your hiding place. He preserves you from trouble, So they have daily Psalms 139:17. Let's see what this one says. It says, how precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O Yahweh, how great is the sum of them. Yep, his thoughts, man, he's merciful to us, man. It's so many things. Matter of fact, they actually have the whole entire chapter of Psalms 103, verses 1 down to 22, which we can get some of that. I didn't want to keep it long. Lamentations 3:23. It says, they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. In fact, I got to go into that. Let me see. Yep. Verse 22, it says, Lamentations 3:22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassion fail not. See? So his mercies, man, that's a benefit, man, especially, considering, that we shouldn't even be here, man. The way that we done the Lord, him being merciful towards us as a people is incredible, man. And that's something to be thankful for. But like when you go into Psalms 103, and this was a psalm of our forefather David. It says, bless Yahweh, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord Yahweh, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. So it's going to go into some of these benefits. It says, who forgiveth all thine iniquity, who healeth all thy diseases. See? Who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies. Hey, just them couple of benefits right there, man. we close the book, man. These are things that we should be thankful for, because these are beautiful benefits, because he don't have to do it for us. Verse 5, it says, who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagle. Yahweh executed righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. That's a benefit, because he's dealing with Esau right now on our behalf. He made known his ways unto Moses, his acts unto the children of Israel. That's how you know that this salvation is only for the elect of Israel. The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy. Man, those are all benefits right there. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever. He have not dealt with us after our sins. See that? Nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. That's what I was saying. Because he hasn't given us the real punishment that we deserve. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy towards them that fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. Beautiful, man. Like as a father pitieth his children, so Yahweh pitieth them that fear him. And we're praying that we're part of the hopeful elect, man, For he knoweth our frame, he remembereth that we are dust. As for man, his days are as grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourisheth. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. But the mercy of Yahweh is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him. If you notice it, it says to them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children. Because, you know, you got a lot of our people, man, they don't fear the Lord. You know, 2/3 for damn sure don't. But that's why, you know, it's a beautiful thing that he showed us this truth. That's a benefit. The benefits that's being spoken of right here, man, that goes to you that believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with fear, man. That's a beautiful thing. Verse 18, it says, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them. So this is a prerequisite to this thing here, man. And it's actually through him that we're able to, you know, move about in this faith, man, that we have. Yahweh hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Bless Yahweh, ye his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Bless ye the Lord, Yahweh, all ye his hosts, ye ministers of his, that do his pleasure. Bless the Lord, all his works, in all places of his dominion. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Yup, and that's Psalms 103. 1 through 22. So, you know, hey, I would say, hey, that's a good one to go into if you having problems with, you know, faith on healing. Because this one right here, verse 3, it says, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. And this goes to the men and women of the Lord that fear him. You know, that's a benefit from the Lord. So you can, you know, you should be, you know, reassuring, or not reassuring, but, you know, repeating to the Lord what he said about an ailment that you may have, you know, as you pray. Well, Lord, you said that you healed all our diseases, those that fear you and keep your commandments, you know. It says, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies. You can remind the Lord of these things. Not that he don't know, but you know what I'm saying? When you praying, you know, it's generally like how children are anyway. You know what I'm saying? When you telling a child you're going to take them to the park on Saturday, you know, they don't forget it. They're going to be hounding you about that. Well, Dad, you said you was going to take us to the park, and they'll keep hounding you about it until you get up and you actually go and do it. That's like that lady. I'm trying to think of how it's worded. That where the king, he said he didn't believe in God, but the lady kept. Let me see, how is it worded? She was on his head about getting justice. Slakia, bear with me. I'm trying to think how it's worded. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm going to have to word it a different way. Is it believeth? Let me see. Hate this damn iPhone. I can't think of where it's at. I'm trying to think how it's worded. It's a Salakia for that, y'all. But you know, just roughly paraphrasing it, she was basically going to the king for justice on a day-to-day basis. But this particular king, he was like, man, though you know, he don't believe in God, you know. But he was basically like, you know, this woman, she's wearying me by continuing to ask me, you know, she's bothering me with this request, so I'm gonna grant that request, you know. But anyway, you know, yeah, man, the Lord, he loaded us with benefits daily, man. You should be praying for that and being thankful to the Lord for those things that he bless us with, you know, because it goes a long ways, man. It's so many things that the Lord is doing for us that we couldn't fathom, man, in the backdrop. Like, seriously, you know, the pathway that he would have to make for us to actually get to work and back safely, or just to the store, or just, you know, just in general, just sitting in your house, you know, the protections and the safeties that he, you know, that he have around us, you know, keeping you from maybe eating some bullshit recalled food that might have some damn disease in it or something. You know, a number of things. I mean, it's so many things. It's just you can't really wrap your head around it, man, because he's all knowing. He's all seeing. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says that his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways, roughly paraphrasing. So, you know, again, I didn't want to keep this long. It was just something that I, you know, kind of thought about earlier, because I do, like I said, I pray for this every day, a few times out of the day, and it just hit me in the spirit, like, you know, just do a quick lesson on it, like, you know, to be thankful to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for the things that he does for us on a day-to-day basis. Look, he's placing you got a roof over your head, you know, you got, you know, he's giving you sweet and peaceful sleep while everybody is worried. He's giving you, you know, somewhere you can go and get your daily bread, your little, you know, your finances to do what you have to do. You're not getting a phone call from none of your family members, you know what I'm saying, about something detrimental has happened to them. You know, he's keeping your vehicle running. And when things do break down or whatever, he's providing you with what you need to get it back up and going. You know, so many things, man. It's so many things. Keeping you in his truth, because we're praying for that mercy and praying that we're part of the hopeful elect, man, and that he don't send us back into this world. You know, that having a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Where do you think that comes from? Having that, you know, that faith that you need to make it through the day. That's the Lord, man. I mean, like I said again, there's so many things. I can just sit here and just name off things all day long. You know, but I'm going to end out there. I pray that this lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yasha Allah and a Baba Ball.